any further ado, let's throw it over to James Bott and Wave for the commentary.
Thanks so much, Axel. I am Wave Punk, joined here by James Bott. How you doing, man?
I'm doing well. How you doing, Wave?
I'm doing pretty good. This has been an exciting day already, and today we have Shoot and Goal versus Flipside. Gibbs is calling the 5-0. I think in many people's minds, rightly so, this is Flipside's series to lose.
Yes, that is true. Flipside, they are a top team. They won the online finals. They didn't finish #1 in groups, so they don't always tend to take every series incredibly seriously. They are, and if you watch their streams, they're laid back. They like to have fun. So they do what they need to do. And right now, their goal, definitely get top 4, make the online final.
Absolutely.
And then they'll really bring it there. But Shoot and Goal, they've proven that they can take games off of Flipside. So for them, this is an incredibly important series because they're fighting for every single point, trying to make the online finals themselves to have any hope of making it to the international final.
Absolutely. You know, they're going to be coming off of, they just got 5-0 by either Supersonic or
Supersonic Avengers.
Supersonic Avengers. So you know that they're going to be hurting for those wins right now. They've had a series to warm up already. What do they need to do to take it to Flipside?
Really, they're just going to have to keep playing hard the whole time and fight for every single point. Don't let that, if they get crushed in game 1, don't let it affect their mentality going into game 2.
We'll be getting into game number 1 here with Flipside in the blue and Shoot and Goal in the orange. Game on DFH. We'll get into it here for match number 3. Decently neutral kickoff, going to go in favor of Flipside. Have them going up on the wall. Looks like that's Mike Rules here. Moving up now. Chowset. All 3 players for Shoot and Goal in the corner there, as the ball's going to be crossing over to the far side of the field. Fanati's going to be coming up to try and pick this one out and see if he can send this one over into Flipside territory.
Yeah, and just a note, the players do have different names, but it's Cookser in the Batmobile, the one who put that shot on net and actually gets the goal. So this is Cookser in his infamous Batmobile, just beating out the goal. You could see Chaussette, he was the last player to have a hope of making the block, missed out on it. Cookser getting the goal.
Yeah, you saw Killer rotating out a little bit early there, and so the other player not able to come from the corner and quite get to there in time, but that's going to be the first goal on the board for Flipside with 4:33 left to go. Cookser with ball control again, sends it into the corner. See what they're able to do, if they're able to push this one out. Chaussette wrapping that one around the edge. And we're going to see them sending that ball straight on the net. That was a shot from Mike, blocked by Fanatis. Now, dude, I'm going to be able to send this one towards the net again. They're just sending shots, long shots, straight onto net from their own half.
Well, I think the more important thing to note is that Marky Dude is rocking the Marauder. This is the first time we've seen a car from the latest DLC in here, and Marky Duda rocking it.
DLC out in Europe right now, so they are going to be rocking those cars today. It's going to be kind of cool. Chaussette pushing this car around. Mike picks it up from him and able to send it towards the net. Killer blocks it, pops it up, gives his teammates time to rotate in, but Mike's able to take another shot. It goes off the post, and there's the follow-up, able to make it 2 points up.
Yes, and there we have it. Mike Rules getting this goal. Going under the name, oh wait, no, it was Cookser who got it. I think, no, actually it was a pinch together, and it's gonna give credit. But we're actually gonna go to a quick break, guys. We're gonna sort out the naming situation very quickly, just to make the viewing experience a little bit better. Cheeky names. And cheeky if there's one thing Flipside is known for, it's being cheeky. Am I not right?
You called it beforehand. They like to be laid back. They like to play the jokes on their own streams. Maybe carried it a little bit too much over here, but we're going to get that going here very quickly.
Yep, so we'll get the players back in here in just a moment. But Flipside, they really they started off strong. And I think, honestly, we will see more of that as this next game continues. But Flipside coming out and doing what they're doing. This is a golden opportunity for Shoot and Goal, though. They got down on that early lead, but fortunately, the game having to get restarted due to naming. But we will get that sorted out very quickly here. But
which was interesting to see the Flipside. They played the names for the cheeky thing. That's going to end up hurting them. They were up by 2-0, and now they've given Shoot and Goal a taste of what they're going to be doing.
If I know Flipside very well, they probably think it's hilarious. So we don't get to see chat right now, but I'm assuming that it is just a row or a column of just pink cheekies.
Being
going
cheeky,
all the way.
some fail fishes in there, maybe some too, just depending on where you're going on that.
A couple not like this, perhaps.
Oh my gosh. These guys. Well, it's been a crazy start here to the second match, or the third match of the day. We saw them coming out and striking early, and I was saying it was interesting. We were seeing them taking a lot of shots from the midfield, trying to just shoot from their own side. What do you think about that tactic of not getting in the box, just like taking these long shots and shooting at the shooting goal team?
Well, what they're trying to do is just force the team to make mistakes, and if you have a well-placed shot, even if it's not going to be a goal, you force the goalie to come out, and you might get a goal on the rebound. Flipside was looking good. They were getting to the ball first, keeping the pressure on, and I would expect to see them to continue doing that. But this could be an opportunity for shooting goal to come in and steal one back, especially after having to restart. Yeah,
it'll be very interesting to see how they respond now that they've gotten a little bit of, you're getting to see Flipside, got to see what they're up against, and then they get to get a completely clean slate, start it over, and we'll see what they're able to do here. They weren't able to get the ball up and onto the offense very often, and we're going to hopefully see them be able to convert that a little bit more often, get shooting goal back up and into Flipside territory.
And like Carpet and Gibbs and Axel said, shooting goal was able to get 2 games off of Flipside, so wouldn't be surprised to see them come out and maybe use this moment to their advantage.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see as we get this match restarted, which will be starting ever so momentarily, who's going to be moving forward here. Fanatis, Chauset, killer number 7. He was killer now. Is this the same player?
I'm not sure if it is the same player. Yeah, I know it's Killer No, but I don't know if it's killer number 7.
That's not the same dude we saw like in Crown Jewels back in the day.
It could, yeah, there is a killer number 7. It might be the same player, but he is a PlayStation player, which is pretty interesting. So it might be the same player. I'm not sure.
Well, we will be getting this match going here. Get this match going for all you lovely folks at home. The restart is coming, and we will have this match number 3 going.
Yep, absolutely. And hopefully we'll have something readable here. It does look like they have the names that they should. And Marky actually switched off of his Marauder, going back to the Octane. So we'll see if that helps him out.
Back to his old tried and true ways. Cooks are passing that one up to Marky, who's just hanging back, letting the shooting goal players do what they want with that one. It's going to go wide of the goal. Now Fanatis is going to try and push this one out, back up into Flipside territory. Gets it into the goal, gets it past Cookster. The ball's going to loft around. Killer now coming around, trying to get the shot, but he's not going to get it past Marky.
Yep, still Flipside starting off this one a little bit slower, and this is a chance if Killer can get a good pop, and he does. So.
Oh, Fanatis trying to get the angle there. A good touch from Mike, keeping it out of goal, but this one's still in a scary opportunity for shooting goal. They have an opportunity there. Fanatis going to back pass to Killer now, who sends it into the corner. Cooks are now going to push it all the way back to shooting goal territory. Fanatis waiting for this one. Going to back pass to Chauset, who's going to try and push it out of his territory. Mike going to pass it over to the other corner. And here comes Marky Duda. They're just moving it from corner to corner, keeping this pressure up strong.
Yeah, right now both teams trying to just maintain possession. No real opportunities or shots on net that have been too dangerous so far. But Flipside having a lot slower start this game than that first one.
Yeah, I hope they're not like bummed out by their joke falling flat on the admin's ears, but hopefully they continue to play strong and take it to shooting goal. They have another Cooks are making a kind of a backward save there. Not the sort of save you want to have to make, but it works out for him. Marky following this one along, going to shoot this one into shooting goal territory. Goes into the corner. Mike does not get the touch, but Marky gets the finish. There's the first point on the board for Flipside.
Yeah, this goal got set up because you see Marky puts it down into the corner, was going to try to get this, or Mike actually faked that second hit. I don't know if he intended to do it, but it popped out perfectly for Marky.
Absolutely.
Because Mike was in that position, the defender in net had to wait and see if he was going to get the hit. And being in that position alone, even though he didn't hit it, still helped Marky be in a position to get that goal.
Here's Marky with another shot onto the crossbar. Mike Rules comes in for the finish, but goes just a little bit wide. Fanatis going to put that one up to Chauset, who's going to try and push this one around. Ball at midfield. Nice touch from Killer, sends it up. Here's Mike going to push that one into the box, and you get the finish. No, Chauset interrupts it and sends it into the corner. Now Fanatis going to try and rotate this one onto the offense.
And a good decision there by Fanatis to pass that over to the side, broken up by Cookser, but a heads-up team play instead of just mindlessly shooting on net, going for that pass.
Oh, what a pass and play there. Just as you were talking about the passing, Mike to Cookser to make it 2.
Yeah, and this is something we see a lot out of EU, is just the selfless play. Mike, he knew that he wasn't going to be able to get a good shot and just put it right over to Cookser, and Cookser with the goal. Fantastic passing play from Flipside, and they get their 2 goals back in relatively quickly in this restarted game.
2:53 to go. Cookser and company up by 2 here over Shooting Goal. Shooting Goal yet to get a point on the board. They have been creating some good aggression on the offense. That shot from Xiaosek going to go wide. Marky putting it into the corner, following along with Killer. He's just actually going to leave that one and stay up in an aggressive position, try to get a bully onto the goalie. But there's Cookser making a shot. Xiaosek with a great save, putting it off to the side. Now Killer following this one around, trying to try and set it up for his teammates. Pops it out and in front of the goal, but Marky reads it and pops it back into the corner.
Good pressure coming out from Shooting Goal right here. But
that was
Cookser,
a great setup from Fanatis, but Cookser, like you were saying there, blocking that one in goal.
Yeah, Cookser, everybody knows that he's one of the world's greatest keepers, so
yes,
it's a tough challenge to get it by Cooks.
2 minutes left to go. Game number 1 of match number 3. Marky Duda going to send that one onto the far wall. Oh, and it's going to pop out. Can he get there? Trying to go for the zone on the Fanatis, but Cookser with a follow-up sends it there. Marky with a third touch to make it 3-0.
Yeah, Marky Duda bailing out Cooks right here. This net was wide open after Fanatis did not get the greatest hit. Cooks did put it off to the side. Maybe Fanatis could have blocked it. It was a close call, but regardless, Marky there waiting for it off of that post there, putting it back in, and now Flipside looking pretty confident in this game 1.
Looking very, very strong. Shooting Goal yet to get on the board. Cookser with such amazing ball control, carrying that one off the wall and turning it into a dribble. Now Fanatis going to send that one onto the far wall as Marky passes it up and into Shooting Goal territory. See Xiaosek pushing this one back out. A little bit of back and forth between these two teams, letting each other do what they want with shots. Cookser hanging back in goal, and now he's going to be coming out and take the shot. Putting it up the middle of the field. Mike down to Marky. Nice touches there from this Flipside squad. It's going to go wide. Killer's going to be able to wait for this one. Lets Fanatis take the shot onto net, and there's an interesting touch there from Xiaosek, but does not go the direction he was hoping for. And that ball's going to end up in the corner with Cookser.
Yeah, really, Flipside had a great opportunity there. That was essentially a 3-on-1, but they just couldn't get control of the ball to make the pass quick enough, and a good recovery from Shooting Goal.
I mean, Marky Duda pushing this ball all over the field, just doing what he wants with it, making it look easy. They're going up onto the wall. Final minute of gameplay. Shooting Goal needs 3 to force overtime. This is quite the comeback they've got set up for them. I don't know if they're going to be able to pull it off, especially with Marky doing stuff like that. Make it 4-0.
Well, just the patience here. Even Mike was waiting for it, and he just saw Xiaosek come up and just get that hit. Marky was waiting for it and just got it past the last defender. Flipside, this is a route right here.
Yeah, they were doing very well. At this point, Shooting Goal just needs to start thinking about game number 2, start moving on, not spend too much time worrying about this loss, thinking about what they can do to take it to Flipside. They've done it before. We talked about that in the previous Gfinity. We'll see if they are able to do it again here in the RLCS.
They'll have to play much better this time. Flipside has been making a lot less mistakes, been utilizing the passing plays a lot more. We have seen some flashes of brilliance come out for Shooting Goal, but it just hasn't paid off, and they're really going to have to start playing a lot better if they hope to get a few points off the flip side.
We saw a flip side there with 2 players up on the wall and 1 in goal. It's interesting, but it worked out for them. The Spider-Man saves. They were trying to Shooting Goal, trying to wrap that ball around the corner, and Flipside just responded by sending 2 people up on the wall to interfere with it. Final countdown happening here. At this point, any goals are just consolatory goals or nails in the coffin. It's going to be over. This first game going to be going over to Flipside, but it's a good series so far. Hopefully Shooting Goal is able to recover well in game number 2.
More than nails in the coffin, I would say that was roses on the grave.
The
coffin was already buried at that point. But
it was just laying down the sod on top.
Yeah. But fantastic dancing from Cooks. He really knows how to celebrate. But Flipside, just outclassing Shooting Goal there. Shooting Goal, they did have some moments where I was happy or pleased with their play, going for some passes into the mid, but really they weren't threatening Flipside that much. Flipside so solid on defense, pretty much no defensive lapses.
Right.
And we did see some defensive lapses on the half of Shooting Goal. You know, being in that, they've left that last offender against 2 or more Flipside offenders.
Right.
Going in, and Flipside, they're going to make it very difficult for you to make that save,
Absolutely.
especially with how passing they have that passing mentality.
Yeah, no, the pass plays is just the best, strongest way right now in Rocket League to break through a defense. If you can just, because you have to position yourself with a specific zone in mind, and so if you can just put it into a different area and let someone else take the shot, it's so strong. And just like you talked about, I mean, Cookser being such a strong defensive player, they shut out Shooting Goal in this first game. Really strong stuff coming out on the defense, especially at the midfield from Flipside.
Yeah, and also Marky helping out on offense, getting that hat trick. So we'll see if they can keep it up. I would expect this to be more of the same, but you never know. Flipside, it's always questionable whether Mike and Marky went to bed early enough and have enough real-life boost to make it through.
Sure.
But looking good so far.
We've seen a number of series in this group stages where a team comes out and blows a team out in the first game, and then the second game it's so much more even. So Shooting Goal definitely has it in them. They've made it this far. They've made it to the top 8 teams in Europe. We'll see if they are able to take it to Flipside right now. Fanatis with ball control pops it down to the midfield, leaves it for his teammate to shoot. Shauset taking the shot there, but it's going to go high. Cooks are able to make the block. Now Killer coming up from the back. Marky tries to get the touch, but another touch from Salset sends it up onto the wall. He's going to try and carry this one off, set it up for our teammates who have rotated out. Now Fanatis sending it onto the backboard. It's going to drop, actually. Marky just barely getting the last touch onto that one. That was quite a drop shot from Shauset.
Yeah, Flipside still remaining strong on defense, getting those hits. That was a pretty sticky situation, but Marky came out on top.
Marky doing what he does best now. Marky and Mike in the corner, going to try and press this one out and into Shooting Goal territory. They're getting it past one, but can't get it past Fanatis. And Shauset going to bluff that one up onto the backboard. Who can follow up? Here's Fanatis trying to get the angle, but Mike Rules able to send that one wide. And there's Shauset again, keeping that midfield defense strong for Shooting Goal. Mike Rules comes up. The contention is going to send it onto the wall. Cooks are able to pass it out. Shooting Goal territory. He's got to run. Can he get the carry? What a touch from Cookser. My goodness.
Cooks, the aerial expert. I love watching him play. Look at this. Off the wall, passing to himself, just getting his plank mobile there to get that second hit. Passing to himself off the wall, getting that goal. Cooks, I love his flair when he scored.
So cool. And that's got to be terrifying as a defender, seeing Cooks coming through the air with that Batmobile with the ball, knowing what he can do. 1-0 in favor of Flipside with 3:49 left to go. Cooks are coming out of goal. Killer gets it past him. Now Fanatis tries to take a shot. Mike at a back pass up to Cookser. The ball is kind of moving around. Fanatis taking a shot. It's going to go a little bit wide. Can anyone follow up on this one? There comes Killer, but it's not going to make the shot. And they're going to be seeing this ball kind of moving back out to the middle and seeing Flipside get set up on defense.
Flipside still has just been shutting down the attacks, not really letting anything get going for Shooting Goal. That was an opportunity there. That net was open, and I didn't see who took the shot, but if that was on target, it would have been in. Yep. So that was the best opportunity Shooting Goal's had so far.
Yeah, a team like with a name like Shooting Goal, I would expect accuracy to be their strength. So hopefully they're going to be able to put some great shots onto target. Killer going to try and pick this one up, gets it past one, gets it onto the backboard, and here comes Shauset going to loft that up in front of the goal. Cookser doesn't, he goes for the block. No one actually took the shot, so it's just going to kind of pop back down. Now Mike going to be able to dribble this one around and get it set up. It's going to hit the ceiling and fall down. Here comes Mike. That was a nice shot, but not going to happen. Marky's falling back, able to continue to press that out, but Fanatis going to counter that one, push it back into Flipside territory. Now Cookser popping it out. A lot of just ball moving around the field. No one really taking some great shots at this point. A lot of people making good reads and able to shut down offensives before they happen on both sides.
Well, really, if you watch the way that Flipside likes to play, and it's been like this for a long time, you've got Mike and Marky on the front line just forcing the issue, trying to generate opportunities, and a lot of times that ball will get popped up in the air, and Cooks goes for it on the attack. And that's been paying off very well for them in this series.
And that's part of what makes Cookser such a strong defensive player. They do run that 2-1 setup where you got two guys up on offense, one guy kind of in that third dunk position, but who can also fall back onto defense. You see Cookser and Flipside run that a lot. Cookser usually filling into that third role, and so that's what makes him such a, he has so much practice on defense for being so far back all the time. We'll see if he's able to set this one up. He's so strong in the air. A good touch from Shauset sends that one away from goal. 1:54 left, and still Flipside up by 1. Shooting Goal has yet to get on the board.
Yeah, that was a good back pass. Didn't really pay off, but it still kept the possession. And Flipside's have just a little bit longer. But yeah, Cookser is a predator.
Yeah, he likes to prowl that midline. There's a nice shot. Oh, it looked like Killer kind of blocked the shot from Shauset. There was a Flipside player right there, so probably wasn't going to go in either way, but that's unfortunate. Shooting Goal has yet to get on the board in this series. 1:28 left to go. They've got their work cut out for them. They just need 1 point to force overtime to equalize this game, but Flipside is pressing on the offense. Great offensive pressure.
That was actually an intentional hit. What he was trying to do was prevent Cooks from getting a good clear into the corner. He was trying to just keep possession and allow his teammates to get to the ball first. So a heads-up play, a lot of times that works out. Right there, it didn't, but that's what the intention was.
Shauset passing this one up to Fanatis, who tries to take a shot. Final minute of gameplay. Shooting Goal needs 1. Marky's going to try and make it 2. Shot goes just wide. Fanatis able to send this one into the corner. 2 players for Shooting Goal currently in the corner. Shauset lurking out of goal, going to try and creep up. They need to play aggressive to get this point on the board. 45 seconds left as Killer sets that one around. Cookser's not set up in goal, but he's able to keep it in the corner. Marky getting set up on the defense. Killer's going to try and back pass this one, but Cookser gets it over the top, and now Mike Rules with ball control, going to send it all the way into Shooting Goal territory. It's lofted up up. Killer's going to play it off the wall, see if he can carry this out. 30 seconds left in the game. Xiaoset believes it and just kind of pops it up for Fanatis, but this pressure from Flipside is so strong. They're keeping this ball very, very far up into shooting goal territory, not even allowing them to creep out at all. Fanatis is able to clear that one into the corner, but Marky's waiting for him. He's going to get it past Marky. Now Cooks are going to be able to pop that one out. No one really home on defense. Marky, what a save from Marky right there in front of the box. Xiaoset pops it over. Fanatis has an opportunity, but Cookser shuts it down and sends it all the way back into orange corner. Marky going to dribble this one around, try and get one more for good measure. Make it an impossible comeback at this point. Yeah. Well done.
The nail in the coffin by Marky, but really, you see that bump from Mike too, just taking out Killer. But Flipside, you saw there, they were so solid on the defensive side, just getting to the ball first, preventing those shots time and time again. Even though this one was a very close game in terms of scoreline, Flipside really was the dominant defensive team.
Yeah, very, very, very strong. Yeah, they scored that goal they needed and then just kept their goal clean. They have now shut out shooting goal for 2 games in a row.
Oh, man, look at that. A super cop by Killer No. We like to say that. Cops like donuts. He's got a whole row of them right there. 0 goals, 0 assists, 0 saves, 0 shots. So Killer and really all of shooting goal there, they were struggling to get offense going. But and that was because of the flip side, getting to the ball first. You see they're not afraid to do the back passes. They're just keeping the possession for themselves, keeping that ball in a spot that where shooting goal really can't do much with it.
Right, yeah. They don't need to take lots of shots on net. If you have the lead, you can just maintain ball control, run that clock down. That's going to give you the win right there. So it's very, very interesting setup. And it was some good. We saw some good midfield defense coming out from shooting goal, keeping that ball from getting too close to the goal. We only had 3 shots from Flipside. It wasn't like this a massive offensive showing, but they were keeping that ball in their own control, and Flipside just maintaining total control of this game.
Yeah, and I also noticed that Mike also, though, had the super cop. So we might see a cop buddy flick with Mike and Killer. It's coming up here pretty soon. But yeah, shooting goal, they kept that one a lot closer. They did have some opportunities to score. There was that wide open net where they weren't able to get the shot on target. So they are having very limited opportunities, but they're still getting them. If they can get those in, their defense was sure enough to where they kept Flipside to just 2 goals, but they're going to have to start making those goals happen when given the chance.
Oh, man, there's an early opportunity. That ball right in front of the net. Cooks are going to punish hard, send it in, 1-0 for Flipside.
Yeah, Cooks, the Predator, just waiting. You see Mike got that touch off the post, and then Marky actually should have gotten that goal. But Cooks there, why not? You know, he likes to score. He likes goals. The Italian stallion, Cooks here, just riding that one.
Italian stallion. Man, you know, we were just on Manfield, and it was a lovely day, and now a storm has broken out. I don't know how this happens. The weather in this world is very strange. A nice setup from Mike. Cookser goes for it, but a great interference from Xiaoset, sending it into the corner, keeping that lead from extending. Fanatis going to hit that. All 3 players for shooting goal stacked up. Cookser plays it off his back legs, and here comes Mike for the finish.
So Cooks, even though Mike got that one in, look at Cooks. Marky pops it right up in the air. Cooks hitting it off his Batmo bum right to Mike, who finishes it off. That is a classic Flipside team play. Everyone getting a touch on it there, contributing to that second goal.
And you got to hurt for shooting goal. That entire play was possible because they were all 3 stacked up right there on the post. No defensive presence. They have to have a better position than that if they want to be able to take it to Flipside. Mike going to try and pass that one around. Xiaoset going to hit it up to Fanatis, who's going to try and push this one up. Marky interrupts it and is going to immediately counterplay. What a play there. Such a good shot from Cookser.
Yeah, Flipside, they're just taking over this series. Marky got that block, and you saw 2 players committed up too far. Killer was going to go try to get boost, realized that he was out of position after that Marky block, and Cooks put it in. But you saw there 2 players going for that same ball. Marky just beat both of them, putting Killer in such a tough spot.
That's 3-0 within the first minute from Flipside, really putting the burn on in this game. Mike going to leave this one and has played the mind game with Xiaoset. Killer going to be able to get the read. Marky goes for another shot. Another great hit from Killer, keeping it out of goal. Xiaoset going to try and dribble this one up. They have yet to get a point in the series. If they could just get any points on the board, that would be a strong victory for them and something that they could start to build a victory on top of. Hopefully they can get out of their own corner at this point. All 3 players stacked up in the corner. Again, very tight rotations. That's leaving them very wide open in a lot of places. Cooks are able to send that one up to midfield. Mike has an opportunity, but Fanatis going to beat him to it. Send it back into the blue.
Good
Killer
play.
with a nice shot. Marky couldn't get the angle. There's the point they needed.
So Marky, he just got lost in the net. But look at this play. Killer was waiting on that wall. Beautiful pass from Fanatiz. Marky getting messed up. He was on the wall, on that post. There's that little curve. He got messed up, but really got to give kudos to Shoot and Goal for making that play happen. I love seeing those passes into the corner or onto the wall where you've got your teammate and he just knocks it right back on net. Great play by Shoot and Goal.
Absolutely. That was an impressive goal no matter who you are, and that is something that will hopefully be a huge morale booster to these guys. So they're able to make shots like that onto a team like Flipside, and hopefully they'll be able to build some momentum and make a competitive game here. Fanati's going to set that one up. Killer rotated a little bit too far, but the ball is left at mid. As Shaoset comes up from the side, he's going to try and shoot, but Mike able to clear it away and get that ball back into Shoot and Goal territory. Cookster's alone in the corner with the ball. See if he can get the shot here. Killer pops it up, but here comes Mike. Oh, Mike whiffs, leaves that one alone. Cookster's keeping the pressure up. These angles they're able to get the shots at. Shaoset is very far back in the goal. That's 2 shots onto the crossbar. Flipside going just a little bit high on their accuracy, but my goodness, this offensive aggression is amazing.
Yeah, Marky was just hanging out in front of net for the longest time with hardly any boost. Like a kid in the candy shop. And finally getting his sweets here with that goal. Just coming in, and you see they're winning that ball right there. Fanatiz wanted to get that hit, but Mike just put it on a silver platter for Marky.
Yep.
And Flipside, they're running away with this one yet again. Right now, I'm thinking Gibbs' prediction is looking pretty solid.
Shaoset's got ball control. He's got to run. He's going to try and dribble it past Cookster, but Cookster zones him off to the side. They're not going to be able to get a second point on the board. But yeah, like you were saying, this is really looking rough for Shoot and Goal. Hopefully they'll be able to mount some sort of comeback. Take some time to think about it, because this game is already over, and we're barely past halftime.
Yeah, 6 shots now for Mike, and now his second goal here. Just getting in and, you know, no defense. Shoot and Goal falling apart right now.
There in front of the goal so often. Marky putting in another point. We might have a Brazil here in game number 3.
Well, we might. I mean, we're on track to almost having a double Brazil here. Marky just hitting it off the wall to himself. Fanatiz getting beat there. He should have had that save, but Marky just gets by. Right now, Shoot and Goal, they are crumbling like cornbread.
Yeah, at this point, they need to take their time. They need to think, you know, hole up on defense, get your defensive rotations figured out, and spend that time talking about what can we do differently, because what is Flipside doing so strong? Here's another shot. They're going to try and create it. Marky's got it set up. Mike goes for the shot, just denying the Brazil. So close right now. We're being very, very close. Only 2 minutes left in this game. My goodness, just Flipside has got such a crazy run on this.
Yeah, still Shoot and Goal winless right now.
Oh,
yeah,
so close.
That's
well done.
That quality of shot is not going to get by the defense. That was going far too slow. And now pressure coming out, but really Shoot and Goal not getting any wins so far in this RLCS group stage. That has to be weighing on them.
Man, the turnaround there from Mike was very impressive. They are putting on a clinic of classic aerial moves. Cooks are going to try and get this past Fanatiz. A good interference from Fanatiz, keeping that out of goal. 1:35 left to go. Still 6-1 in favor of Flipside. Fanatiz going to try and create a shot, but Cookser denies it and sends it far up. Some good interference coming out from the midfield defense of Shoot and Goal. There's an opportunity from Shaoset, but Mike just coming from the backfield. Just not an angle most people would ever be able to hit anything from. Getting the save. They have an open goal. Here's an opportunity. Fanatiz takes the shot, but Mike denies another one. They are just, I wonder if they're almost like leaving him open just to create these amazing shots.
Flipside is just a brick wall right now. They are playing with so much confidence. You saw Mike coming out of the backfield, just getting to that ball first. Flipside is playing at another level right now compared to Shoot and Goal.
Now, this might be the Brazil right here. There you go. Mike puts the 7th point on the board. They only got 1 minute to hold on. This has been quite the blowout.
Yeah, you see Mike to Cooks, and Mike just reads it off the backboard. Killer had his opportunity to make the save, but in the end, Mike is going to Brazil.
Yeah, Mike read him so well there. Like he went up, he could have hit it a little bit harder, a little bit sooner, but he saw Killer coming in, took his time, and let Killer just move and rotate himself out of the way and give that Brazil on the board. 44 seconds left in game number 3. Flipside poised to take the series 3-0 at this point. We will play the remaining 2 games for the sake of the series that everyone has to play a total of 35 games. Every point matters. So there's 2 more games we got here for Shoot and Goal to make a comeback and get some points on the board. If they can pull off 1 game, I would consider it a huge victory for them.
Yeah, you never know. And oh, look at again, Marky with goal number 8. This is the Flipside show right now. But really, Shoot and Goal needs to just ignore this. They need to just get their bearings because, like we said, this isn't a series. You're not trying to win a series. Every game is for 1 point.
Absolutely.
You're trying to climb the ladder. Every single point important when you're trying to climb that ladder because you don't know come next weekend if you're going to be in or out based on 1 point. So you can't let this 8-1 get you down. You have to come right back in Game 4 and try to get every single point possible.
Absolutely. That's the hard thing to understand about the series of 5. It's like you're playing 5 games in a row, but the previous 3 games literally don't matter. The next 2 games are just as important as the first 3 games. And the fact that you lost the last 3 doesn't matter at this point. You got to try and mount your comeback and see if Shoot and Goal can possibly take this. But right now, Flipside is looking so dominant.
Yeah, I would be shaking in my boots right now if I know. Look at the number of 17 shots.
That's insane.
Coming out from Flipside. Just an incredibly massive amount of shots. It was kind of like watching a T-Rex play with their food a little bit in that series.
That was we saw a stat on the Did You Know screen in between the breaks that said that the series, the leading shot total was 17, and they just matched it. I think it might have been Flipside that had that leading shot total against Mocket, or it was the other way around. I don't remember which one it was. But yeah, so they're up there on the top. That is the most aggressive game we have witnessed so far.
And if you're just tuning in, maybe you found Rocket League just recently, you're getting introduced to the scene, you're like, wow, that was a blowout. Well, Flipside is, for the longest time, and even still now, considered to be the best team in the entire world. Shoot and Goal, that French side, relatively new on the scene.
Absolutely.
They're starting to come on and try to prove themselves, but Flipside really is an amazing team. Like the best team in the world, arguably. They won. People will think generally EU is the stronger region, and they won the online finals for the EU region in Qualifier 1. And with a showing like this, they are very, very scary.
Yes, they would do this to many, many teams, and the fact that Shoot and Goal is even here speaks to how strong Shoot and Goal is as a squad. So it's not a surprise that Flipside is taking this to them, but Shoot and Goal, they have what it takes to win these games, and if they are able to get a win on the board, they should take it and pin it and take it home, because that is going to be quite the prize to have. Shawset trying to take the shot there. Marky going to get that one out. Now Cooks are going to pick this ball up and try to push it back into Shoot and Goal territory. Game number 4, we've moved on to Beckwith Park.
Yeah, and a good start so far from Shoot and Goal, coming out playing without fear so far, but they'll have to keep this up for another 4.5 minutes.
Yes, they've kept most of the ball control on their side. This is a good change for Shoot and Goal. Fanati's going to try and set that one up. Mike Rule's going to read it in the corner, and Killer going to rotate in to keep the pressure strong. Fanati's on the wall, setting it up again. They're shutting down any rotations or any transitions.
What a play!
Shawset going to put it on. This is the first lead the Shawset and Shoot and Goal have had in the series.
Yes, Fanati's gets that block. And then Cooks trying to make the play, but just, you see he actually hit it right over into Shawset, but Shawset positioned himself well for that play and had the mechanical control to air roll into that ball to put it on target. So a good start for Shoot and Goal. They'll have to just keep this up. In Game 2, I believe, it was a much closer game. So they do have the defensive ability to keep Flipside on their heels, but they'll really have to throw everything they have at Flipside in this game.
Yep, they need to figure out what they did on that first kickoff, because they were able to maintain ball control, but now in kickoff number 2, they have given it all up, and it's been the Flipside show again. That ball open on net. Fanati's able to take the shot. Maybe a bit of an overcommitment from Flipside. We got 2-0 in favor of Shoot and Goal.
Yeah, right now, after that game, I would be very confident if I was Flipside, but this time they just over-rotated, too many people downfield, and Fanati's gets that open net. 2 goals in a minute. You got to be happy if you're Shoot and Goal, but still, we've seen the scoring power from Flipside as right there. Oh!
Wow, it goes just a little bit high. Killer putting it into the corner, relieving the pressure. That was a very scary moment for Shoot and Goal. But like you were saying, they've gotten those 2 goals. Now they need to be happy with those and hang on for dear life, because here comes Flipside. There's Mike Rules with the first point.
Yeah, so again, you can't rest on your laurels. You got to keep going. Cooks, do you see that? He passes it to Mike. Mike doesn't even let that hit the ground. And then they just work together. Somehow Mike was able to get that one in, but just great passing from Flipside. They play as a unit so well.
Amazing stuff. There's Mike winning the kickoff, gets a pass, 1 and 2. My goodness, just as it looked like Shoot and Goal had a prayer, Mike ties the game up in like 4 seconds.
Yeah, I guess the 1 and the 3 in his name stands for a specialist in 1v3, because he just took them out by himself on that faceoff with no boost whatsoever.
Holy cow. Mike showing why they are the strongest team in the world at the moment, immediately taking this game, taking that lead away from Shoot and Goal and tying it up. 3:30 to go in the game. Shoot and Goal trying to get back on the offensive. Showset not going to touch that one. Markey going up and to play it back up to the wall, up to midfield, and now to pick it up himself. A great pass. Now he's going to be moving to the corner, up here with Cookser. Going to cross in front of the goal. Not going to touch any posts, though. Not going to quite cross in. So Mike crosses it laterally across the field again. Now Cookser going to try and create some pressure.
Still, Flipside, again, they went down 2-0, but immediately got it back, and it seemed like they were hardly trying. So Flipside still cruising. This one is closer. Shoot and Goal need to just buckle down at this point.
Marky Dudok gets it past 1, past 2. Killer going to pop it up and kill the momentum, leave the ball on their offense for just a moment, but they don't really have any setup to do anything with it, and Cookser's able to push it out to midfield. Ball sitting there now. Marky able to put it up and into the corner. It's going to be lofted up. Showset's going to follow along. Killer set up in goal for Shoot and Goal. Now they're trying to push this out. Cookser goes for the interference. Showset just winning and being very patient with his touches. Marky's able to clear it away and follow along with it and create a transition. There's Fanatis down on the board. Killer number 7, last line of defense. It's going to pop off the top bar and go in. There's the lead for Flipside.
Yeah, the crossbar down shot from Cooks. Look at this. Killer was in a position to make the save, but Cooks just put it beautifully right off the crossbar and down. That one is unsavable. And Flipside, now that they went down 2-0 early, but have come roaring back with these 3 goals. And really, Flipside, they really do seem like they are playing on a completely other level compared to Shoot and Goal.
Cookser 97 trying to press that out of his own half. Mike Rule's going to win the 1v1 with Killer. Now Cookser passing it up onto the ceiling and back down into the corner. 3 players very aggressively positioned for Flipside. Now they're going to back off, let Fanatis take this shot here. Killer going to pass that one up. We'll see if Showset can come up from the backfield. But Mike's going to beat him to it and have a drop on the net. Fanatis keeps it out of goal. Killer puts it into the corner. And Marky's going to be falling back, let Cookser pick up ball control. See if he can get it past Fanatis there. And going to get it around Showset. No, Showset reads the hit well. Passes up to Fanatis, who's got to run onto the goal. It was an opportunity, but a good rotation from Flipside, going to keep that one out.
Flipside's still doing such a solid job. They are so patient on the defensive side, and they make good decisions. And look at Marky. Oh,
these passing plays, they just keep on hurting Shoot and Goal.
Yeah, Cooks winning that 1v1 and just right back on the wall, launching it out into the middle where Marky was waiting. And that placement,
so perfect.
Yeah, if he didn't put that where he put it, it would have been a save. So Marky getting another goal. He has been a scoring machine so far. Really all of Flipside, just a goal-generating monster.
Yeah, they have very much been sharing the offensive roles all the way around. Such a good team, such a solid team, showing, just giving us such a great example of why we consider them to be the best team in the world at the moment. Killer trying to pop this one up in the corner. 1:20 left to go. They're down by 2. It's a possible comeback, but if they were able to make a comeback at all, that would be quite the impressive feat given how this series has gone. Fanatis going to send that one around the corner. Marky Dudok popping it back down, and Cooks are going to follow it. Him and Marky moving up on the Marky stayed on the wall that entire time and created a pass. Fanatis able to push it off to the corner. That was a very interesting setup from Marky. Now moving back into the center. Marky's in a position where he can get the shot. He pops it, tries to shoot it behind the goalies, but all 3 in goal. One of them was going to get the foot on it and push it back out.
Still, just look at the pressure. Flipside always getting to the ball first. And you can see Shoot and Goal wants to get the touch, but they just get beat out by a hair every time.
An uncharacteristic miss from Mike is going to not make it 5-2 just yet. 38 seconds to go. Showset trying to create an opportunity for his team, but Marky's got to run onto the goal. He goes for the read, but Fanatis able to get it past him. Cookster's going to get the follow-up and send it onto the backboard. Fanatis misses that touch. We see the Flipside's giving them the space, though, to do what they want at this point. They just need the game to end.
And you saw there just Killer not even trying to keep possession, just hitting it down, Shoot and Goal. They seem like they just want to get through this series because Flipside is just having their way.
There's Cooks are going to put one more on for good measure. You saw, I think it was Mike or Marky in the corner just bullying all the goals. It was Mike in the corner just bullies all the goals until they have no position. Cooks are able to take a shot, make the score margin 3.
Yeah, Fanatis had a chance at it, but Cooks are just using the side of his Batmobile to put it in. And at this point, there is salt, lemon juice, and lime juice just being squeezed in the wound of Shoot and Goal.
Oh, man, that hurts. It hurts just to think about. 5 seconds left. This game is over. So what do you think? Is there anything that Shoot and Goal that is obvious to you that like Shoot and Goal should really change up going into game number 5?
Right now, I wish I had an answer for you, but it just seems like they are getting outclassed.
Right.
And that's understandable because Flipside, this is the team that they have been together, playing together longer than any other team in Rocket League. And the fact that they're still #1 in EU is mind-boggling.
Absolutely.
So and some people will argue Weedham Girls is better, or even Supersonic Avengers has a shot. Flipside really has proven time and time again that they're at the top.
Absolutely.
So it's even though Shoot and Goal is getting beaten pretty heavy-handedly, you can't knock them too much because Flipside really is just that good.
We said at the top of the series, this was Flipside's series to lose, and they have taken full control of it and just moved on. And we talk in Rocket League, there's a problem with roster shuffling and with players very much mixing it up and moving all over the place. It's not necessarily a problem. It's just like a fact of how the series works or how the scene works. Flipside doesn't do that. Like you said, they have stuck together and they have slowly just gotten better over time to where people were talking about them like, oh, they're a pretty good team, and now nobody could not talk about them. They are at the top.
And it's funny too because Flipside, they really don't communicate a lot, like especially even Cooks, like he'll almost never say anything, but they play with so much anticipation of what each other's going to do, like that a lot of times they don't even need to talk. And Rocket League is so fast paced that a lot of times you don't even have an opportunity to say something, but if you're just so comfortable with how your team plays, then you're looking for them to make that pass.
Absolutely.
You're looking for them to hit it back to you, and you get comfortable with them, and that's what Flipside really is. That is the way they're playing, and it shows.
As we talk a lot about synergy and how well teams will synergize together. When you've played together as long as Flipside does, synergy is maybe your strongest ally. They don't even have to communicate. But here's another opportunity. Xiaoset putting Shoot and Goal up on the board. This is the second game in a row they've had the first goal.
Yeah, let's see if they can keep it up. But a huge block from Killer. And you see Xiaoset getting there just in time off the pass from Funatees, but Killer getting that block in Flipside's half set that up, so they had to keep the pressure on here, but still, we saw them go up 2-0 last game, and they weren't able to hold on. They'll have to shore up their defense. They want to take this one down.
That was a great early goal from Shoot and Goal. We'll see if they're able to hold on as the Flipside is pressing back onto the offense. Killer going to send this one off the wall, pop it down. Funatees with the follow-up, but Mike gets it past him. Cooks are going to pop it up. Now Xiaoset, last line of defense, clears it onto the side. Good play from Xiaoset, but the follow-up from Marky ties the game.
Just constant pressure coming out from Flipside. You see Cooks getting that ball into a spot where Xiaoset had to make a play, and he couldn't get enough on it because he was in a spot where, he had to jump and just get whatever hit he could, and Marky was there to put it on net. It wasn't even that strong of a shot, but they are so fast, so quick to the ball that putting that pressure on net will eventually lead to a goal, and Flipside scores yet again, not letting that lead remain for very long at all for Shoot and Goal.
Marky Duda pressing this one back into Shoot and Goal territory. Mike Rule's hanging back, looking for an opportunity, but he's not going to get the touch. He leaves Xiaoset alone with the ball. You see Marky Duda having to fall back very quickly. Mike going to send that one to the corner. Now Cooks are going to pick it up off of the bounce and try and press it back out. Interruption from Funatees, sends that ball lofted up into the air, but Marky Duda able to come up over the top. Xiaoset keeps it in the corner. And now we're going to have Mike Rules pressing that one out. See if anyone can rotate in time. Cookser goes for it, but the ball went onto the wall. Now Funatees with ball control. Sends it onto the far wall. It's a good pass from Funatees, but a good interception from Flipside, going to keep that one out.
Yeah, now we can see the offense coming out from Flipside. That win there from Marky, but now Shoot and Goal, they're holding strong, but there's a lot of time left in this game.
Marky Duda waiting patiently with ball control, driving up to the far wall. Seen all of Shoot and Goal kind of set up. He just gets it past his 2 overcommit. Xiaoset with a good touch. That was a solid touch. If he hadn't gotten that touch, he would have definitely had a goal for Flipside. But the ball just sitting in front of the goal is a very, very interesting position. I'm not sure why Flipside isn't pressuring more.
Well, they are keeping the pressure up. You saw Marky even taking out 2 players
out
of the mix. There it goes. The Marky and Mike combo. Cooks waiting in the back, waiting to get called in. Well, he's not even needed right here. You can see Marky just being a hassle. Mike and Marky, such aggressive players leading to that goal. They just 2v3'd the defense from Shoot and Goal. They didn't even need Cooks.
2v3'd and took the lead here in game number 5. They are set to prove Gibbs right. At this point, they can just hold on for 3 more minutes and keep Shoot and Goal from taking an amazing game number 5. Cooks are going to push this one out of his own half. Mike Rules needing to get another touch to get it across that midfield line. Cooks are back passes into the corner to try and set it up for himself along with the boost. And now Mike is trying to push this one out. This has been some good pressure coming out from Shoot and Goal. They have opportunities to score if they can just get it through this impenetrable defense from Flipside.
Yeah, the defense so hard to get by, but
so close.
But also the offensive pressure. Mike and Marky have been doing such a good job at just being a nuisance, preventing the clears from Shoot and Goal.
I will say that they are taking shots on net. Shoot and Goal is taking shots onto Flipside's net, and we're seeing a lot of overcommitment from Flipside, which is something, if they can keep this up, if they can continue to make shots, they will be able to score and tie this game back up. We had 2 goals there where at least 2 people, if not all 3 people, went up for it. Marky Duda able to clear that one away. Shawset to be able to pass to Killer and see if Killer can get this one across. It's locked in front of the goal, but Fanati's not going to get there before Marky Duda, and Duda's going to be able to pass that to Mike, and now they're going to be able to move this back into Shoot and Goal territory.
Yeah, you could even see there, that was 3 passes there before the ball even touched the ground. Flipside works together so well.
So well. 1:48 left to go. Flipside up by 1 in game 5. Shawset getting it past 1 and 2 to tie the game. What a play from Shawset.
Has shown us time and time again that he can score against this Flipside defense, and you see him just driving around Cooks and flinging it past Marky for the tie. Great play by Shawset, but will it be enough to keep them in it, or will Flipside come roaring back and get another goal to close this series out?
They have a chance. This is the best chance they've had yet. A tie game with only 1:30 left to go. They can get 1 more point on the board. They might be able to make this a 4-1, which would be a huge thing for Shoot and Goal at this point. They're trying to push this one out of their own half. Fanati's going to go for the Spider-Man clear. Send it up. Shawset going to be following up. Not going to get the touch as Cookser's able to interrupt it. There's the ball just lofted in their own territory. Some interesting passing coming out from Shoot and Goal right now, and Flipside's able to read it and push this one up. Marky getting a demo, but Fanati's able to get the clear. Send it up into the corner. Now Mike Rules popping that one out to the midfield. Marky's kind of backwards in goal. Oh man, if Killer's shot had been a little bit more accurate, that would have been the lead.
Yeah, that was the golden opportunity. Killer just couldn't put it on net.
Final minute of gameplay. Tie game in game number 5 between Flipside and Shoot and Goal. Cooks are trying to get that one in, but Shawset with the interference. Good defense, holding on strong and try and create this win. Fanati set up in goal for Shoot and Goal. Mike Rule is going to be missing that one. Now Marky Duda coming up from the back, putting it into the corner. Fanatis misses, and Killer is able to pop that one out. But all of the save from Set, keeping it out, keeping them clean. They might be able to quit overtime, or they might be able to put it away right now. The shot from Fanatis, the save from Mike Rules, keeping it out. But shouts out with another one. The pressure is strong. Goodness. No one's there. There's the shot from Killer, and they take the lead.
Oh my goodness, what a turn of events. Mike got the bump to make the pressure happen on the other end, but then Shoot and Goal comes back shot after shot. Then the demo making the rotations impossible for Flipside, and Killer taking the lead for Shoot and Goal with less than 30 seconds left to go.
30 seconds, and Flipside needs to tie to take this win off of Shoot and Goal. Shawset leaving that ball at midfield. See Marky Duda on the prowl, waiting for this opportunity. Gets it off the backboard, and here comes Mike to finish and tie the game. Mike Rules, Flipside, they're waking up. They're realizing they have an opportunity to lose this game 5, and they're turning up the heat.
Less than 15 seconds later, you see Marky just waited patiently, and Fanatis gets beaten by Mike. Flipside refuses to be defeated, tying it up, and now we are so close to going into our first overtime of this series.
15 seconds. Marky Duda pops this one up. Cookser's already up for it to try and get the angle. He passes over, and there's the shot from Mike. This team play, this is why we love Flipside.
Flipside just emotionally abusing Shoot and Goal. Cookser with that pass to Mike, and Mike finishes it off. Heartbreak for Shoot and Goal, who's looking for their first win, but Flipside, they have no mercy. They will beat you down.
That was insane how fast they gave them the lead, and in 30 seconds they took it back with amazing team plays from Marky to Mike and Mikey to Flipside. Final second of gameplay, Mike's just trying to kill this one. You had players already leaving the match before the ball hit the ground. That's 5-0 for Flipside.
Yeah, you could see Flipside, Cook's just dancing. Marky and Mike, They're just staying there. They're cool as a cucumber.
They're done.
But really, Flipside, that was the Flipside show. Shoot and goal, they were just trying to fend off that assault from Flipside. Flipside looked fantastic in this series. Just unbelievable plays, even in that game. 27 seconds left, down by 1, and they come back and scored 2 goals. In that last pass from Cooks to Mike, beautiful play.
Amazing plays. And none of them was just like one player stepping up and being like, all right, I got this, guys. No, they're like, oh, we as a group, let's step up and let's win this game. Take it 5-0. Just when you thought Shoot and Goal had a prayer, they shut them down so hard. Yeah, they're laying that sod on top of the grave. They got a lawnmower on top of it already.
Rip.
Holy cow.
Yeah, RLCS rip.
Man, they really took it to them there. But Flipside giving us an exhibition of why they are at the top of the leaderboard right now. Amazing stuff from this squad. We'll be passing it back over to the analyst desk. Axel Toss, back to you.
Thanks, guys. Honestly, about what we expected a little bit. There were some bright moments here and there from Shoot and Goal, especially from Shawset, I think, personally. But overall, Flipside showing just why a lot of people are considering them one of the best teams in the world.
Flipside, what is there to say? I'm speechless. Like, there's nothing to say. Flipside just went off. Mike and Marky, especially with the passes, was insane.
For 20 seconds, I thought my prediction was going to be right.
For
20 seconds.
Exactly
so
20
close.
seconds.
But that just proves how insanely, like when they need to turn on, in 20 seconds they scored like 2 goals.
Yeah.
To not only tie it up, but then to win. Not even putting into overtime. Incredible.
Let's go through the highlights here of that match between Flipside and Shoot and Goal.
And we started off with just the passing from Flipside. Like, if you give them time on the offensive side, they will pass instead of shoot, and that's what Flipside does the best in the world.
But then you can see solo plays. Cooks taking it and showing the advantage he has in the aerial plays. They can do it all.
Yeah, those wall aerials from Cooks here, you have to be really careful in there. But Shoot and Goal did have some highlights with Killar right here with a great shot off the wall. Great pass, too, from Fanatis. And Marky was he was flying around the net a bit. Still great plays. Like, Shoot and Goal is here for a reason.
Yeah, definitely. And but you can see not only they're good on offense, some of these saves right here coming out of Flipside, they always get there just in time, but they time it so perfectly. They know exactly how the ball is going to position themselves.
And that 1v3 by Mike was rough for Shoot and Goal. You have to know Mike has barely any boost. You don't have to dive for saves there. But it was just the pressure, the constant pressure from Flipside that probably tilted Shoot and Goal a bit and made them make more mistakes than needed. And
Shawset still showing up, though, getting this dribble around 2 Flipside defenders, which is not easy to do, and we see how skilled Flipside is. So to beat them in a solo situation is incredible.
Yeah, that was great by Shoot and Goal to be in that game, because it's game 5, you're down 4-0. 3 of those were just like blowouts, basically. But they played well in game 5. They just barely couldn't sneak it out because Mike and Marky were like, nah, we want the 5-0. We went to bed early, so we want it.
Now, I got to ask you guys, obviously such a dominating performance there from Flipside. We are going to see them a little bit later. That's going to be our last game on the stream here. It's going to be Flipside versus Supersonic Avengers, which should be good. But I got to ask you guys, what makes Flipside so good? For anyone watching at home or any teams looking to try to get to the ranks, to get to that level of Flipside, how do they do it? What's their key to being so good?
The main thing is all 3 can score. Plus, when they have free time, they use it really, really well. They always go for the pass instead of the shot. That's a little bit easier. And those one-timer shots are so hard to defend.
Oh, yeah, and they'll utilize space so well. They're always in the position they need to be. They can read not only all their teammates, but they know exactly where the opponents are. They know exactly, it's hard to just say, what they do right, because they do almost everything right all the time. But it's the passing plays. They will almost always, even if they have a decent opportunity in net, they know their teammate has a better one, and they'll always tap it over to him instead. And then he might even know that his teammate has an even better one. One more tap for just that. You're never going to block that many
It's crazy.
I can't even speak on it half the time. It's kind of insane.
This does mark the halfway point of our broadcast today. Still 3 matches to go on stream. Of course, there's plenty of matches happening off stream as well. Up next here is going to be Supersonic Avengers, the first time we're going to see them today, which is exciting, against We Dem Girls, and also the first time we're going to see them too. So still plenty of awesome Rocket League action coming your way here on twitch.tv/Rocket League. You're watching the Rocket League Championship Series. Stay tuned.